my god, these are so cute.
They are, aren't they? The little fluffy thing. They're really cute. Hiya guys, welcome back to After the Applause. We are here with the great Yasi, fashion designer, stylist, artist, stylist, curator. It's quite a nice word I'd like to use there.
Shame on you.
People doing their jobs early in the morning.
Oh my god, it's still 9:30.
You just wanted to be able to have complete control of the whole situation, and I guess you wanted to understand the creative but also the business aspects, so that then you didn't feel like you were getting crossed or anything.
Yeah, literally.
Later down the line.
Yeah, I don't want someone to put me in my place about it. Don't.
No, when you know your stuff, you don't need someone to.
Exactly.
No, I completely understand that. I've seen a lot of the pictures. They are stunning. My favourite one is the latest one.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's you're dressed up in kind of like traditional dress and like you're in different places around Manchester. That is stunning.
Thank you.
And the colours are so bold and beautiful too.
Appreciate it.
It's been an honour to hear your side and perspective on kind of fashion and the crossover with music, and good luck with everything in the future.
Thanks for having me.
This is After the Applause. Hiya guys, welcome back to After the Applause. We are on episode 39. How crazy and incredible is that? I hope you're all well. If you are just tuned in for the first time, hello, welcome. This is After the Applause, a podcast highlighting and promoting everything to do with the grassroots in the live music scene, specifically in the north of England. Today, we have another guest I'm very honoured and excited to introduce, who isn't an artist. It's a different job role within the music scene. Today, we are honoured to have stylist, fashion designer, curator, and creative director of Trend Conscience, Yasi S, on the podcast. Now, just a bit of word for warning before we get into this episode. My camera's having the same problem it was having with Marie. It seems to just shut off on its own accord at times. So during this interview, the screen might be blank, but it doesn't take away from what Yasi's saying and the importance of this interview and what she has to say and her opinion. It may also do that in this intro and outro as well, because it doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me today. Now, I first came across Yasi S when she styled Marie for a video she was doing with No Substance, both R&B artists based in Manchester. And then I met Yasi and Marie together at an event in Manchester. And it was really interesting to hear Yasi's perspective on the industry and the scene within Manchester, not as a musician, but as an artist in her own right, and the way that fashion and music cross over within the scene. So in this conversation, we discussed how Yasi got into styling artists, how she incorporates her creativity and style with each musician that she encounters, and what she sees for the future of fashion with music within the Manchester scene. Yasi, my first question for you is, what was the first gig you ever went to?
Maluma. In Qatar.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. A friend of mine was like, oh, I got free tickets for VIP. And me and my sister was just like, oh, yeah, why not? And then obviously Maluma was quite popping like back then. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, let's go. And then we went. It was lovely, yeah.
What was I've never been to a concert in Qatar, but what was the kind of like setup there?
Obviously it had to be indoors, and it was like a big stage. And then obviously up front was the VIPs, and then in the back was just standard. It was quite cozy, I could say. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's bad. I think it was quite nicely set up. Yeah.
And did that kind of like set the standard for you for gigs in the future, or?
Well, I don't know yet, because I don't think I went to a concert yet in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I moved here like 3 years ago, so I was like, I feel like I'm too scared because I get really overstimulated really quickly. So if I get overstimulated over there, I don't know how I'll be here.
Right. Yeah. No, I can imagine. And then all the big crowds and everything. It's just a lot of people. No, I get it. You're a fashion designer, you're a stylist. Who or what were your kind of earliest influences on your style?
Oh, I think when I started, there was not a inspo that I had, but it was the what inspo that Qatar gave me was like what the ladies would wear over there. It was very modest, it was very chic, it was very like put together, and I loved that. But obviously, I did it in my own way, but obviously it doesn't fit the vibe over there. Like a lot of people would just be like, they would look and they would judge. But then obviously I didn't mind touch a little bit. But then when I moved here, I kind of just go on Pinterest, and this is a mistake of mine, but I don't really see who, because it doesn't show the name on Pinterest, but I just see it and I'm just like, oh, I can mix that with that. So the shoes and this I could pair with this outfit, and I sort of just go on with that.
You kind of spoke a little bit there about how when you tried to kind of like create your own style there, you felt a little bit judged and stuff by people around you. How did you kind of handle that with yourself? Because I can imagine that created some sort of self-doubt for you. So how did you kind of battle that?
I just didn't care, because just simple, I just didn't care. No, because like over there, I have a habit of caring too much of what people think, like their opinion overall. So I still do, but I tend to like push that to the side because I'm like, I actually like this and I want to wear it. So am I going to let you ruin my day about it? No, I'm going to wear it. I'm going to rock it. You could deal with it.
Was there a pinnacle moment for you when your love for fashion and your love for styling changed from a hobby to something you realised you could make money from?
I think I always had that mindset where I want to get paid for it, because I think when I was young, when I was younger, my sister had her own brand, and I was like, I really like how this is going, because she designed it, but she got someone else to make it, and she started selling it, and it went really well, and she got paid really nicely, and I was like, I like this. I think I want to do this. But obviously, I've always wanted it to be like custom made, handmade by me, sketched by me, everything me. Like, I want it to be, I'm wearing Yasi, literally. But obviously, I was waiting for the moment of coming back to the UK to actually study it first, study the business side of it and all that, and then I can jump into the real thing. Because she didn't really do the studying part. She kind of just guessed it and went for it, which is brave, to be fair, but that's how most people did it over there. And some people do study it, but me, I just wanted to be like, nah, I need to be a little bit professional. No shame, no hate either.
No. You said you moved from Qatar to the UK a few years ago, and we had a conversation off camera the other day where you said you were kind of talking to friends back home and you were kind of like, I need to go to the UK for my career. Why did you feel that way? Why did you feel that need to move to the UK?
I needed that different creativity, that different mindset, especially the mindset. Like, I needed to feel like what I'm doing is right. I don't want to feel like every moment what I'm doing is not right. So I actually think like, okay, what am I doing? I'm wasting time. But it was more to do with like meeting other creative people as well. And I've already been checking out Manchester beforehand, and I was like, I need to move here. Like, I need to move here.
How did you kind of find Manchester then over London?
I don't know. I didn't really think of London. Like, in that moment, because a friend of mine moved to Manchester from Qatar, I think a year before we did. And I was just saying to my dad, I'm like, what do you think of Manchester? Because I've never been to Manchester. Like, this was my first time. But my dad obviously did. And he was like, you know what? Manchester's quite nice. And then I was like, do you think... Because I've heard the fashion schools in Mani was really good. We were already trying to find our way back into the UK, but we were thinking to go back to Bath or move somewhere else. So that's when I was like, do you know what about Manchester? And I didn't think he was going to take it in and be like, yeah, let's do it. But I went back to Iran for a bit and then heard that he got a job in Manchester, and I was like, ooh, we like that. We like that. So yeah, I was quite excited about that. I was very excited.
When did you start working with artists and styling artists?
I think it's when I met Kiz. When I met Kiz Caprice, I think that's when I jumped into styling artists. So it was him first for gigs, and then eventually a couple months after I met Leigh Marie, and then started styling Leigh Marie, and then I was like, do you know what? I work really well with artists because I know how to match their confidence on stage, if that makes sense. Like I know what energy they need on stage, and obviously the outfit needs to give that energy, that confidence and everything. I just knew, I was like, yeah, this is fun. Like I like this.
Yeah.
I just think I could be a lot more creative with it.
Okay, so speaking of your kind of creativity, when you're styling these artists, how do you incorporate an artist's sound within their style?
Ooh. So for example, I've styled Kiki. I styled her and I could tell like she's that like Tyler vibes. Like, because I think she does Afro soul, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And it's like groovy on stage and whatnot. So it's something that I can put like a nice long fitted dress with like a chain around the waist. So it incorporates the fact like she can like move a little boogie and whatnot. And then with Leigh Marie, she's like R&B, and I feel like with R&B, streetwear fits with R&B. And obviously, I could be so wrong sometimes. I will go on Pinterest and I'd be like, I just scroll and I see, yeah, this fits her sound and how she is and her vibe and everything. Amazing. I kind of just usually guess sometimes.
Yeah, and I guess it's also, I mean, from speaking to so many artists on the podcast and everything, their sound is just their character anyway. So I can imagine that you just kind of like pick up on their character and who they are as a person. That helps you with styling them as well.
Yeah, that's what I do first, is to get to know them first. And I got to know Kiki like really well, and I was like, okay, I know what to dress you in. And then I knew Leigh, like me and her just clicked, and I was like, I know what you need to wear.
So how integral do you feel that clothing is to an artist, to a creative?
So I think obviously stage presence is really important, and obviously I've never like been on stage, none of that, right? But looking at it, I need to look at them as if I'm someone else, and obviously we need to have every detail. It needs to be, because obviously it's like, this sounds good, they sound good, the song sounds good, their outfit needs to not sound good, but look good. Do you know what I mean? Like every detail matters, and we can't really embarrass them as well. So we need them to look good for the camera as well.
And I guess it's also like a confidence thing as well.
Definitely.
When they look good.
Definitely. Because it changes the whole vibe as well. Like they will just feel more like comfortable, fun, open. Like they're easy going with the flow on stage. Not like I don't know, they feeling uncomfortable, like the jeans are too big or something like that. Yeah,
it allows them to focus solely on the performance because they know they look good. Since working with artists, has your kind of style or eye for detail, eye for fashion changed?
It has, but not so much. But it's more like things that you can add onto the outfit. It's like I'll see an outfit like an artist is wearing, I'm like, I love that, but you can add so much more. And I feel like it'll just elevate the outfit and whatnot. But other than like changing, like I can't really say much, because I'm just like, it works for her. I think it looks great. And would I want to change anything? No, maybe put something add on, so there's more details to it. Can't go wrong with more details. Like you need someone to literally look at everything. Like it's like someone, like artists paying attention to lyrics. I pay attention to details and outfits and everything. Yeah.
So kind of speaking of like details and paying attention to that sort of stuff, what do you feel is like a staple that like artists or creatives should have within their wardrobe, whether it be jewelry or clothing?
I think you can't go wrong with layering jewelry, because it works for men and women. Like it goes so well. Like I don't know if you've seen Tyler's outfit at the VMAs. She wore like the layered necklaces on top. It was just beautiful, and I feel like you can't have like, bro, if I could put more rings on, I'll put more rings on if I could. Like you can't go wrong with that.
So jewelry layering, people, get to know. Do you feel like the fashion industry and the music industry are segregated in Manchester, or do you feel there is a lot more collaboration?
From what I've seen, I feel like there has been a bit of collaboration going on. I've seen a couple of stylists that have been working with artists, but then there is some stylists where I'd be like, oh, like they'll do like amazing on styling artists. Like there was this, I forgot what her name was, but she's in New York and she started styling Scissor, and this one girl that reminds me of the stylist, and I was like, she'll do an amazing job. I was being a artist stylist. But then there is some people, yeah, I feel like there is some people that are not collaborating enough. And then there's people that are collaborating enough. Like me, I will put myself out there to collaborate, but then I will put some people on because I'm like, this person will smash it, like for real. But yeah, it's kind of like 50-50
Yeah.
from what I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you see for like the future of music and fashion within Manchester?
I think it's going to be an amazing thing because it's like, it's just art in one. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going in and you're hearing art, you're seeing art. It's like, I hope there's going to be a lot more of it. I really hope, because it's like 2 in 1 and you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Even when I style someone, Kiz puts his input in it as well, and I'm just like, you're smart. You're smart. Okay, I see you. Like yesterday I was helping out with my corset, the one I was making, and I'm just like, okay, mate.
I see you.
I see you. I see you.
Speaking of art and blending art into one, you are the creative director, founder of Trend Conscience.
Yeah.
My question for you is, you established Trend Conscience in 2024. What did you feel was missing from the creative industry that led you to set Trend Conscience up?
Well, I didn't think there was something missing. It was more something that I was like, I want to do, because I've been modeling back and forth in Qatar like since I was 16, and I was just like, I see everyone doing their thing, and I'm like, what about making a business where you book, it's like a photo shoot agency, right? You go to them, you give them what you want, like tell them what your brand is about, what you're here for, and we sort everything out for you. Give us your budget, we'll sort everything else. You want a makeup artist, want a stylist, want a photographer, a videographer, all of that, we could provide that in a way. So, because I've always, like, there's been shoots where I'd be and they wanted a makeup artist, but then no makeup artist appeared. They wanted a stylist, no stylist. And they wanted like I feel like there was a time when someone was like, oh, we booked a videographer, no one showed up. And it's just like, it's the stress of when the photo shoot's coming and all of these last minute, because it's happened to me several times. Like the makeup artist will cancel on me on that day. The photographer would change a few, like the timings and stuff. I'm like, it happens. Sometimes I've had to actually move a shoot onto another day so then that makeup artist can come. And it's just like it's the effort that we put in and whatnot. So I sort of wanted, because I love building a whole like photo shoot. Like I love doing that. So it's the fact like someone can come to me and be like, I want this. I got a clothing brand. This is the vibe. I need like 4 models. Can you find me 4 models? I was like, yes. So for us, we do photo shoots every now and then to promote what we can do. And so each photo shoot has a theme, and it shows like how high we can go. And we turn these into catalogs, into magazines. So then it's like a whole book of inspos. It's like, it just helps you out, because I needed help when I was doing my assignment, but I couldn't find that right magazine to help me out. I want everything in a book. Like I want you to look at that and be like, yes, this is what I wanted. This is why like. So by the end of the year, hopefully by next year, we're gonna add all of the shoots that we've done and put it into this book and put quotes of people's experience, people's opinions and everything. We can't miss that out, guys. We need people's opinions and expectations and point of view and everything. And we do seasons as well. So every season there's a different theme and the episodes are the pictures.
What's kind of the biggest lesson that you've learned from setting up Trend Conscious, from being an artist stylist?
Sometimes it's easier to do it by yourself. Don't always rely on people, because I definitely learnt that, and there is some things that me and kids have learnt, so then we could do it by ourselves. Just because sometimes relying on people can slow you down, and with Trend Conscious, it's kind of been slowing down, and that's only because me and kids have been focusing on our like main thing, but before it's been actually like pulling us. So I think the lesson was not to rely and to actually do it yourself and push it. Yeah.
I completely agree with you that if you want to get something done, it's good to just do it yourself kind of thing. Not to say that if you need help, ask for help.
Yeah.
But I feel like asking for help and advice or whatever is kind of different to kind of like being able to get things done yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
What's something that you want people to understand about Yasi and your purpose and what you're creating with your work?
I'm not a serious person sometimes. Like, guys, when you see me, I'm not that, like, stuck up. Like, please. Like, I'm actually, like, a funny, bubbly person, I hope. But, like, I'm open to everything. I'm open for conversations. I'm open for collaborations, work and everything. Like, I'm always down for a creative time. Always down. And I want people to know that, because there has been times where people will come up to me, they're like, oh, I just thought you never liked me. I just thought that, I don't know. I was just like, no, just come talk to me. I'm fine. Like, we can get to know each other. But yeah, I'm always down for a creative time. Just hit me up. I'm not that scary.
Promise. Can you tell us of any projects you've got coming up in the next couple of months, or anything happening in the future you're allowed to share with us?
So I've been working on a project that's going to be happening in a couple of months. It's finally, I'm stepping out of the box and doing it, and hopefully it's going to be the biggest one that I've done for myself. Yeah. I can't say much because...
Can you give us like one word of like what we can expect from this project?
I probably can give two.
Okay, go on.
Fashion show.
Oh, okay. Exciting. Okay, yeah. Amazing. So if people have like loved everything you've been about today, they just love you as a person, they love your energy, they love all your answers, where can they find you? What socials can they find you on?
I'm on Instagram and a little bit on TikTok. It's Yasi Soudi, YASISOOUDI.
I think Yasi has such an incredible mentality. As you can hear from that conversation, she just wears what she wants and she doesn't really care what other people have to say. If she likes it and she feels comfortable, she's going to wear it. And I think that's such a perfect mentality to have. And I think that sort of confidence is what you would want in a stylist or a designer that was creating a piece for you, because them having the confidence in themselves, not just in their work, but in the way that they look, will definitely emulate and reflect onto you too. I really love her mentality towards how people may perceive her. When Yasi was discussing how she styles artists, it made me realize that actually an artist's music is their personality and is their character, which is why when she styles a person, she styles them according to their character and their personality and the way they portray themselves. It all makes so much sense, and it shows how fashion and music really just coincide and work so well together. It was interesting to hear about Yasi's creative process and how she's quite open to collaboration. I mean, a lot of the work that she does involve other parties, whether it's using you as a model to style you, or just having like a little bit of input, or, you know, using your personality and character to help style you. And I think that is just also what elevates her work at the same time, though, being so open to collaborating with other people and taking ideas and feedback from others is what elevates her and makes her stand out. Trend Conscious is a fantastic brand, especially because they think about all the necessary parts of a shoot that you wouldn't necessarily think about if you're a novice. They've done some fantastic pieces and series so far. I'll leave the socials in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But honestly, it's a brand that I will always wholeheartedly get behind. Thank you so much to Yasi for joining me on the podcast today. It was so nice and refreshing to hear a new perspective from someone that works within the live music industry. And we wish you so much success on After the Applause with your projects and your career in the future. Thank you so much, loyal listeners, as always, for tuning in to today's episode. I hope you got something from this. You've maybe found a new stylist to help you with your creative work and creative pieces for the future. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please follow, please like, share with friends wherever you're listening. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. See you next week.
Saw me on the stage, I bet you're proud and know my name. Saw me on the stage, I bet you're proud and know my name. You're feeling the liquor, in need of a chaser. I'm out with the demons that missing the lead.